Here, I'll get us to the correct places.
If you would.
Okay. Hello! Happy Thursday evening! Welcome to the Velveteen Lounge Kitchen. St. Patrick's Day Happy Hour Part 2.
It's coming at you.
I'm trying to talk and scroll at the same time, which is never a great idea, but I did it. Okay, good. All right.
You can always do 2 or 3 things at once.
Here we go.
Holy.
Gina and David, hello.
Hey.
Thank you for joining
Hello.
us.
Hey, Candy.
Candy, thank you for joining us this evening.
Just remembered something.
I'm bringing us up on YouTube as well. So we are live on both YouTube and Facebook this evening. So thank you for joining us. It's going to be some kind of weird St. Patrick's Day, isn't it? I am not going to say the C word
Oh, what?
during this broadcast.
Oh, no.
I'm not going to mention any kind of virus, and I'm not going to say the C word. But I will just say it's going to be an odd St. Patrick's Day. So, we have 2 people on YouTube. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so I'm going back to Facebook. Yes, happy hour, Candy. We are listening to music from the Wild Irish Roses. I believe this album came out in October.
Mm-hmm.
Wild Irish Roses, they're kind of local to us. They're based in New Paltz.
Yep.
So I'm going to drop the link to this album. It's a good choice for St. Patrick's Day. So let me do that right now. Wild Irish Roses from New Paltz, New York. Paul will read a little... oh wait, wrong thing. Sorry,
yeah,
it copied the wrong thing.
I just saw you hit...
No, I saw it too. I saw it too.
Yeah, so,
Otherwise, you would be getting some weird MIDI file, and we don't want that.
You want to get that, but you get the name of it, and you say, what the hell is that?
This is weird. Look at this.
There you go. You
Okay,
called up
nope.
the cover.
Nope. All right, hold on. I got this. All right, well, here, talk.
Here, I'll vamp over
You
this
talk
one.
while I do this. All
There we
right,
go.
here we go.
The album Full Bloom.
Wild Irish Roses.
Full Bloom, in fact, is copyright 2019 Poe Records, and you're talking about that.
Yes.
For sure.
So we're...
Definitely.
Johnny, hello. Yeah, Johnny says that, damn, Paul, that Aloha shirt is on point.
Hello.
It is, isn't it?
The wearing all the green.
Here we go.
The wearing Aloha green. No, there
Okay,
you go.
so I just shared the link
Bad puns are us.
to the album we're listening to by the Wild Irish Roses. Hello, Lisa and Errol on YouTube. I'm going to drop this link there too.
I'm going to tell the folks who's on this album anyway.
Okay, yeah, Paul's going
Wild
to tell you a little bit about this
Irish
record.
Roses. In fact, our bunch of roses. We have Michael Rose, whom you may actually
Gregory,
remember
hello, and Lisa and Errol on Facebook too.
as your
Thank
bass player
places.
from the Templars of Doom,
Yes.
whom we featured 2 days ago on part 1 of this broadcast.
Yes.
So that's Michael. Now, I believe Michael is the scion of this clan, and we're talking a clan. This is an Irish band. Also featuring Christina, Josephine, Christina Rose, Josephine Rose, Evelyn Marie Rose, Penelope Rose, Angus Rose, Hannah Rose, Lazarus Rose, Bridget Rose, Bonnie Rose, Scott Benson, and Marty Shane Rose on the mandolin. And there are
He's really
all
Marty Shane.
some fantastic
Marie,
instruments
hello.
here. Marty got us this CD, by the way, because
Yes.
he was, heavily involved in this thing. Guitars, bass, whistles, bagpipes, banjo, viola, bagpipes of all sorts, whistles, accordion, cello, tambourine, drums, bodhrán, mandolin, and everyone's on the vocals.
Hello, John. So it's an
Fantastic
excellent
collection.
choice for St. Patrick's Day. Once again, if you're just joining us, we're listening to Wild Irish Roses Full Bloom CD, an excellent choice for St. Patrick's Day.
You don't say.
Wayne
You don't say
and
that.
Barbara, hello. Marcy,
Hey, Marcy.
hello. Thank you for joining us. We're listening to the Wild CD Full Bloom.
And hello, Lisa and Errol over there on YouTube.
Yes.
Great to see you.
Laura, sláinte to you too. And speaking of, I think it's about time to make a little
Make a little sláinte happen.
something.
Oh, I think
Little
so.
something.
Last broadcast a few days ago, I made the black and tan, although you can call it whatever the hell you like if that's
Half
not
and
a
half.
good term for you. Half and half, arf and arf, as they say over in London. And I said, I would very much like to make another couple of classics. So
Cooling
let's
my glass.
get that going too. Stout
Philip,
is a
hello.
really great cocktail ingredient for beer cocktails. And there's a couple of classics that you may have heard of, and maybe they have different names, but you've heard of Black Velvet. My
Nick,
recommendation.
hello! Nick Britsky's with us.
Hey there. Great to see. Here's
I know this looks weird. I'm getting my
another liquor
glass
professional
cold.
for you. Oh, that's actually coming off rather easy.
Oh.
Boom, 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 boom.
So you're going to make the black velvet, correct?
I'm going to make 2 cocktails right now.
Oh, okay, good.
Because the Guinness draft
Gene,
cans,
hi. Okay,
it's really better. What do you need?
that book.
What do you need?
The book.
Which book?
That book.
Oh, this book.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank
you
you.
go. There you go.
All right.
Pointing at something. I don't know. And
Ah.
this guy here.
No,
this
wait.
sounds like the good one to use.
Okay.
And this sounds like the good one.
Oh, so you're making the 2 that we already know about.
Well, we actually made the black and tan Tuesday, and we're going to make 2 others here. This is going to be the black velvet and the snake bite.
Snake. Okay, we knew about those.
We knew about those.
We put out a shopping list for those of you following
This is true.
along. Donna, hi.
If you have actually decided to take us up on that and you're making these at home, now would be the time to grab those bubbles or that cider and that Guinness. I do recommend the draft can, but any Guinness you got is going to be a good Guinness.
That's
I could
right.
take a topper, please. I think it's over there, the blue. Was I smart enough to leave the
A what?
bottle topper?
Oh, the
over there?
bottle opener.
Yep.
I didn't know what you meant.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yes. So let's go.
All right. See, oh, you're making 2 drinks. I was gonna make a drink too. We'll have
2 for the price of
3.
1. Yep. 2 for the price of 1.
Marty, hello.
Hey there. Good to see you, sir.
That's the Marty we were just speaking of.
Yeah.
Marty Shane.
Plug. This is playing right now. Of course, you recognize it.
Yes. Wild Irish Roses.
If
full
you do
bloom.
not hide thee to that link from Bandcamp and check out some tunes, see what it is. There is
Yes.
no Spotify playlist today. This is your Spotify playlist. I got your Spotify
Although-
playlist right here.
I started working. I wasn't going to do a Spotify playlist this week because we have all this wonderful Irish music that was provided to us. But I started working on a playlist today because I got so disgusted after I went to the supermarket
Oh,
and
boy.
saw all the hoarding and really bad behavior going on there. So I started a special Spotify playlist. So I'll drop that on you soon. Dan, hello.
Hey there.
Okay,
to
Marcy's
see you.
asking what kind of glass. He's got tumblers
I
here.
have these guys. You could call that a Collins glass. If you had a chimney, that would work just fine. But
That's a highball.
highball glass,
Highball.
you know, that kind of thing. That's super. If we could just bust this over for
Yep.
a second, I'll make a little bit of rum.
All right.
So this is 2 for the price of 1 because it's the same kind of cocktail. This is really pour and pour. So we're going to start with the bubbly. And I'm going to give that a nice healthy dollop. It's a little fizzy, so I'm going to allow that to calm down a little bit.
And I'm going to use that right after you.
This is a little less fizzy.
So the black velvet has the bubbles. We're using Prosecco. And the snake bite uses hard cider.
Hard cider.
And
We happen
then-
to be using, what is this? Angry
Angry
Orchard. Hard cider,
Orchard.
locally made product.
And then, well, I'll let him show you, but
Try to get about equal amounts
Candy.
of these so that
oh
they
yeah,
work
candy
the same way.
The liquor stores and SC still have booze. Phew, I know, right?
Yeah, really like,
Liz.
oh.
Liz, yeah, this is a great
Yeah.
distraction from all the illness.
There's
news.
no TP to be had, so you know if you have to take care of that,
I am not going to say the C word
and
because
please don't add it in the comments.
well,
we'll get
no,
canned.
you can.
No. We're gonna the robot will find us. We'll get canned.
We won't get canned. They will.
Well, you'll get.
Yes, Gene, my dress is custom. But anyway,
You know what I'm saying?
But I saw a lot of really bad behavior at the supermarket today.
So you,
Yeah.
you needed something when you got back.
Yeah.
Anyway, so here's the thing. This is what you do. If you have your Guinness draft can and you're following along, are you ready? What you're going to want to do?
Pete, hello.
What you're going to want to do? Pop that, give it a half a second, and then pour straight in the middle. And that is going to foam like mad. Because that's your creamy head.
Yes.
So both of these, I wanted to do these simultaneously because on Tuesday I let the Guinness rest, and then like it was it was kind of flat. There's a little widget inside with nitrogen, and that's what gives you that big foamy, like you would get in a pub because it's been charged, you know.
But while he is taking care of that,
And this should rest for a second, so we could probably let those hang. if you want
great
to do a
food
thing.
and beverage on YouTube. Hello. Thank
thank
you for
you.
joining us. Great
So
to have
nice
you
see
here.
So nice to see you.
So I am going to make a little something while we wait. And I'm going to use the Jameson cold brew
Well,
that we bought the other day. This is whiskey and coffee.
Coffee whiskey.
It's really good. We already tried it.
Whiskey, coffee whiskey.
If you were here the other day, you know I liked it a lot.
I remember liking that quite a bit. It's a high quality whiskey, and it's a really nice coffee flavor. It's not sweet. It's not a really overpowering coffee. It's like, wow, that's
Can you write
coffee
this one
flavor.
down, please?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to start with
Pardon me.
thanks. 1.5 ounces.
Sneak
Hello,
by.
Peter. 1.5 ounces
Peter and Peter.
in my champagne flute of the Jameson cold brew. And then I'm going to add. Where did it go? Where did it go?
What's your name? Ah.
Creme de
cassis.
cassis. Blackcurrant. So I'm going to add a 1/2 ounce.
It's sounding good so far.
Yeah. 1/2 ounce of your creme de cassis.
Thank you, Al.
Oh, thank you.
I complain about that. The one who complains all the time, me, because I look at it, it looks terrible on my playback.
Barbara says she
But today
tried
it
the
looks
drinks.
good.
Barbara tried the drinks from Tuesday. Yum.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Okay.
Glad you could.
And then I'm going to do a 1/4 ounce of fresh lime juice because I don't want it to be too sweet.
Just want to tame that cassis a little
Yeah,
bit.
I do. It could easily be way too sweet.
I like cassis a lot, but you want to ounces of it in a drink. You want to be sparing because it's a little heavy.
And
But
then
it's a really great flavor.
I'm going to fill with these extra bubbles that we just happen to have left over.
happen to have
Hi,
these bubbles.
Amy.
I bet that tastes an awful lot like a cure.
Yep. With a little coffee.
Coffee cure.
A coffee, sort of like a coffee Kir Royale.
Yep.
Yum.
Of course, it's a coffee cure with a kick.
I'm into it. Yep.
Mm.
Although this is this. The Jameson cold brew. It's 60 proof, isn't it?
60, yes.
60. I don't have my glasses.
It's a
60 proof.
You remembered correctly. It is a little lower than your average
Yes.
bottle, which should be about 80.
Yes.
I've seen bottles. Well, it's most likely these days coming to you at 80. You will find some bottles, some import bottles at 86.
Mm-hmm.
You'll find a lot of bourbon and rye at 90. And then when you see bottled and bond, that's pretty invariably 100. And all that really means is this very old practice where you put the stuff in a warehouse for 4 years and it's locked up.
Casey says, hi Casey, by the way. Bagpipes are a
Okay.
nice touch.
Oh, yeah.
So, hold it up again.
Yeah, let's take a look at that.
We're playing the Wild Irish Roses.
You might want to check that out,
Full
Case. I think
bloom.
you like these guys a lot.
Yeah, I put the
Got a lot of
link
roses.
above in the comments.
Yeah.
It's on Bandcamp.
Yeah, you can check it out. Fun little
So
bit.
they're local. They're local for us. So
And they got a lot of airplay on our local stations. I mean,
Yes.
They did a whole session on WFMU, and it was pretty cool. And I even heard them on the Saturday Morning Kid Show on FMU, or MFU.
because they got kids in there.
Yeah, because they're kids. And they do
So-
a really great version. They played the version of Fox on the Run, which was coming up in about 4 songs. So
Yeah.
hang out, check it out.
Yes.
But yeah, had to get
So-
some pipes in there. So I think these have calmed down enough to be drinkable. It's a crazy amount of head on the top of that drink there, but I'll try it.
All right.
I believe that's the bubbles, that's the black velvet.
Yep.
And that's the cider. So there's snake bite.
Good.
I order this frequently if we're at a pub that has good Guinness on tap, because I just want to lighten up the Guinness a little. And sometimes they have some idea what I'm talking about, sometimes they don't, and I can teach them a new drink, and now they can lay it on other people. So
We were in that pub one time, and you asked for, I think you asked for that, and they said, "Oh, we can't do that." And you're like, "Do you have cider?" "Yeah." "Do you have Guinness?" "Yeah."
can you
Then can you give me half Guinness, half cider?
half and half?
And I think they said they couldn't, and then finally, Paul, I think you went up to the bar, and the guy gave it to him. It's like, hello.
Not the first time. I make special requests in bars sometimes, and I think it's off menu. Sometimes they're
Greg.
receptive, sometimes they're not. And I don't mean to be obnoxious, but if I think you can do this and I'm interested in this, what's the problem?
I don't think that's obnoxious, though.
It really shouldn't be if the bartender is at all hip, because I've seen a lot of bars where they're very receptive, and some basically prompt you, "Hey, you want something off the menu?" Ask. We love that.
Exactly.
So sometimes they're uptight, sometimes they're not uptight. There you go.
Exactly. But I mean, asking for half cider, half Guinness, that's not obnoxious. Would be like, can you make this like completely weird thing that you don't have ingredients for?
Can you make me a Pangalactic Gargle Blaster? It's like,
that's
what?
Obnoxious.
What, a fictitious drink?
That's obnoxious.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, if you can get me on the spaceship to Zebronicon, then yeah, I can make you that.
Yeah, exactly.
I have seen formulas for that. Don't be stupid. They don't exist. They were fictitious ingredients. Of course, if you want to fake it,
Hi, Roberta.
I try it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm loving this. You've got 2 drinks over there.
I have tried it.
You'd have tried
I'll try it
this,
again.
yes.
Huh.
Try it again. Just make sure it's still good.
Yep, still good. So there you go. It's all part of the fun. And I actually like 2 for the price of 1 because these are both great. I like both of these things where you can get them. A lot of bars will have splits of champagne, so it's really easy for them to serve some of that up for you. But any bar with this salt will definitely have the bubbles on tap, and Prosecco is frequently available in places.
Yeah.
I said on tap. Most places don't have it on tap in bottles. We know some places that do have it on tap, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah,
You know?
Ellen says, I agree. Pro bartenders should be eager to learn.
Yep.
And they should just be willing to give you what you want, assuming it's not, stupid.
99 customers out of 100
Yeah.
are going to ask for a wine and a beer. And if it's a mix, it's going to be gin and tonic. It's something really
Well,
ordinary. Now,
I think it depends on the bar.
now
I think
I
if
suppose
it's
in a New York City bar, more and more people will be asking for
and if it's a really cocktailian bar anywhere, I'm not going to be New York centric. I think a cocktailian bar anywhere, people will ask for specialty cocktails, but yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Lisa says all their bartenders have been very accommodating. That's wonderful.
These days, is there any excuse not to have? I mean, geez,
Hi, Tim.
I don't know what it is. I got this little inch thick book over here.
Yeah.
This is one of the classics, Still a great book. And I love the classic version of the book we have that's half that size. Still has a ton of great stuff, Still good.
I had a friend who got a job bartending at a culinary school because they have restaurants there because the people have to, they're future chefs. They have to work in restaurants. And I remember he was working in the bar at the restaurant and he didn't know a lot of cocktails, but he was so eager to learn. Like when someone would order something he didn't know, he would just run back and look it up, and he loved it. So
once you do this for a while, you realize there's 4 or 5 basic templates, and you work off of that. And the only time you run into trouble is when people have been to some tropical bar, and it's like, can you make me I was at this place in Florida called the Maikai, I'd like the black magic, and it's like,
what?
You're not going to find that in a bar guide. That's secret formula. And it's a little complicated.
Yep.
And that was certainly the case with Don Beach. He always had these ridiculous lists of ingredients in his drinks. And
Exactly.
I make them sometimes and think, I can't taste that, I can't taste that. This is Don showing off,
Trip it down. Yeah.
Bless him, bless his departed soul, but showing off. Let's face facts.
Bless his. That sounded so condescending. Bless his heart.
Yeah.
Bless his little heart.
I just think the classics you give up with are great things in the tropical vein. Trader Vic, same way. Love them. Absolutely love them. When they get a little fussy, I think, oh boy.
Marcy says, we were scared when Tiki Rock in Boston had to look up a Navy girl.
Come on!
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little scary.
A bar with tiki in its name.
Yeah.
You
Shouldn't have to look up a Navy
really
girl.
think that 4 or 5 Stone Cold classics they're going to have Stone Cold. I want a Mai Tai, bang. I want a Fog Hunter, bang. I want a Volcano Bowl, bang. I want a Zombie, bang.
Right.
Navy Grog, that's your 5th right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody should know how to make a grog.
Yep.
I do a really nice grog I like a lot. It's very similar to what's in the Jeff Berry book. So, well, books by now.
All right. So.
Just a minute, I saw a couple too. Oh, yeah, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
no, we're caught up.
You're caught up.
We're caught up on comments.
Awesome. And that was that excellent version of Fox on the Run.
Yeah.
It reminds me an awful lot of, this high school, I believe it was in Michigan, but it might have been Wisconsin, that in the 80s would do these concerts with all of these great arrangements of things, and they released cassettes. And that high school chorus, they added a rock band and did a version of Fox on the Run, which is unbelievable.
So that must be online somewhere.
Yeah, it is. That's where I found it.
Okay.
There was a point where it was like 363 was a project. That might still be archived somewhere. That's where I found it. And I downloaded it back when you would go to a site and download. Now you can probably just go to YouTube and find these things. But it was truly, I think, I need to find more of these kids singing because that was really cool.
Yeah, Mercy Sing. I wonder if they survived. You know, I'm not sure. They might be closed. I don't know. Amy would probably know. Amy, do you know if they're still open?
Tiki Rock.
Yeah.
And you know, I think about not the best place, and that brings us back to a conversation we had just a couple of days ago about a joint called Tiki Lao.
Oh,
which I think out was suburban Boston
Harry.
somewhere, now long gone, which mutated into something called New Tiki, and we're on for 2 years. 2 years. And the first Tiki tour that we were on, first Tiki tour ever in New England, hits this joint, and they have no idea what hit them. And they're really, like, not great. But then a year later, spot on. Food was great, service was good, Mai Tai was exactly
Really
as you want to expect. And we found out that they were closing. I was like, they finally get it right! No! You know?
But that was the place where the waitress quit mid-shift.
Yes. Yeah.
A busload of Tiki files shows up.
Tiki maniacs.
Eager for
dressed like
drinks.
this.
And yeah.
Hi! Give me everything you
and
got.
They did, hi, Bernie! And they weren't prepared for it. And there was one waitress off, and she was so upset she quit mid-shift.
I believe that Bernie was on that second Tiki
See you
tour.
later, Alan.
I could be wrong, but I seem to recall you on there, sir. And it was pretty hilarious, I gotta say.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Oh, going to Shorely before Ohana. Yeah, we haven't been up.
Yeah.
We haven't been up to Boston in a while. Maybe we need to do that too.
I think that's definitely a little over our visit. What am I trying to say? Overdue. That's what I'm trying to say.
We're overdue.
I got bagpipes in my ears. I'm like, I can't think right now. It's a sweet sound, but still.
Oh, Tiki Rock is still around.
Okay.
Okay, good. Thank you, Amy.
Maybe they can improve. Maybe somebody slips them a copy of one of Jeff Berry's books, and they think, oh, wait a minute, this is what we're doing. You know?
Yeah.
Because that certainly has happened with Lodwa, where their drinks were what you would kind of expect. But under the new ownership, now it's several years that
we got them
been the new ownership.
A grog log,
you know,
and the rest was
buddy
history.
Dennis slipped them a couple books. Read these, and now they've got other drinks on the menu.
Yes, yes.
Oh, hello, you know.
Yep.
I mean, I think that all of the classics are still there, but they added things.
All right. Well, I'm into these.
You can always improve. Indeed.
So if you are just joining us, and you weren't here on Tuesday, I'm a big fan for St. Patrick's Day of the Jameson Cold Brew, which is whiskey and coffee. We also have Jameson Black Barrel back there, but this is just kind of fun and limited edition and different, so.
I had the Jameson Black Barrel as a sample in December, and I thought that's a really nice bottle, and I put it on my Christmas list, and what do you know? But definitely a recommended bottle. It's a nice gift.
Yes.
I think it's a nice gift.
And they're not paying us to say that.
Jameson's paying me 0 cents.
I wish they were, but they're not.
I can recommend their products.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Of your two like really big Irish brands, them and Jameson's are they and Bushmills are also like they're really good brands. I like them both. So no preference among those. They're really excellent Irish whiskey.
I know for if you're doing a sponsored video, you're supposed to do hashtag sponsored.
Yeah.
We should do hashtag not sponsored.
Yep. Yes. We are sponsored today strictly by the
Wild Irish Roses.
You're listening to. I will plug them again. The link is up there in the comments. Go take a look.
You know what? I'll drop the link again.
One more time.
To the Wild Irish Roses on band. But yes, it's a great CD for St. Patrick's Day. Loaded too. You don't have to buy a CD.
No, actually, physical media obsolete. You can get it that way. I don't know if there's an LP. Hey, Marty, are you still here? You guys doing a record on this thing? Well, that's what the kids buy these days, you know.
The kids. All right. It's there again.
There we go. Marvelous.
All right.
Redbreast. Oh, I would definitely try Redbreast.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. There was one that we got that was it's a very small brand of Irish whiskey.
Must be small because I don't know what you're talking about.
I got to think about that. If I remember, I'll tell you. But that a real thing. I think Irish whiskey production was really in decline for a long time, and you just had a couple of big brands that were still doing it. More lately, with all the micro distilleries around the world, it's kicked up. Now there's a bunch of brands, and if there's small brands really trying, I
Robert,
think
hello.
you're going to see a good product.
All right. All right. So I was having the as yet to be named. It had 1.5 ounces of the Jameson Cold, 1/2 ounce creme de cassis, 1/4 ounce fresh lime juice, filled with chili secco. And then Paul has made the snake bite and the black velvet.
I love it.
Both Guinness drinks.
Black velvet,
Or I would
obviously,
say stout drinks.
it's a stout drink. Stout
But
cocktails.
Doesn't
This is
have to be Guinness.
dark and heavy.
But it's got to be a stout.
Don't be afraid of the dark. Well, do you like your preference on one of these?
I was kind of enjoying the snake bite, actually. Thank you. All right.
Well, what the whistle?
We have more to make,
Oh,
but
think
right
about
now
these.
we're I hesitate to make more until we take care of these.
I was double fisting, but I have some ideas. I have an idea for. So I
Wanna
kill this.
Kill it.
Don't mind if I didn't. Wait, I did. Yeah, that's a very
Yes.
civilized thing.
So the New York St. Patrick's Day parade is canceled.
I believe I just saw that the Buffalo St. Patrick's Day parade, which was definitely on, is now definitely off. I'm suspecting
Not that I
a
was
lot of
going to
places.
go, but it's
Yeah. So what do you know?
Interesting St. Patrick's Day.
I think that many places are following suit, and you're just going to have to celebrate at home. Which,
Yep.
well, here we are, folks. Get yourself a can of Guinness in the draft can. Get yourself some bubbly. Have a black velvet. Get yourself
So-
some cider. Have a snake bite.
I said I was not going to mention the C word, and I'm not.
Nope.
But I will
Please
say
don't say it.
this. I was reading something today about how people who are staying at home. Oh, Megan, hello. Oh, and
Hello.
it says in
And
Syracuse,
Syracuse.
yeah.
I believe.
People that how they can't stand it and they just got to get out of the house. And I am in no way qualified to give any advice on anything to do with the C word, so I'm not going to. But I will give, I am as qualified as anybody to give life advice. And my life advice
And home
is
entertaining advice.
make your home a place you like to be.
Heck.
That's, look at, oh, Joan, hello. Thank you for a video at Megan's house, who is on here now, and her
Megan.
house is a great place to be.
A very inviting place.
And Bernie, who is here too. I don't know if you're still here, Bernie, but Bernie has an awesome
Very
tiki
cool.
bar.
Both have
Megan
really
has a
cool
great
tiki
bar.
bars. I'll make you a nice one.
A lot of the, Boston
Boston's-
was canceled
I
too.
was about to say, if I can't predict Boston, wow, that's talk about pretty big.
My
Wow.
advice is make your home a place you like to be, and then if you have to be there for a long period of time,
You won't mind it so
you'll
much.
like it.
And if you stack up on the Guinness and draft cans,
Yeah.
I'm going to topper this because there's not that much left.
I don't
There's no
advocate hoarding TP, but
point. No.
you might want to stock up on booze. And that's all the advice I'll give this evening. Probably. Get a few drinks and be
Well,
like,
you see, the
I
rule
might
is-
have a lot to say.
I'll just tell you, fellas, the reason that you don't really need to stock up on the toilet paper is that you're, no matter what's happening with various medical emergencies out there, you're not going to need to wipe your arse anymore. So, the average amount that you've
Oh.
got now is good.
Joan says Chicago is all canceled, even down to the River Green. Jeez.
Wow. Yeah, that's a big thing.
Man. That's disappointing.
It's a drag for the for the St. Pat's. Yeah, it's a big thing. Many
I
places.
feel like we should run water in the tub and dye it green.
Just to
or
get the same
something.
effect, you know.
Yeah.
They'll
Wow.
just go outside and crack a bottle of this and pour some Guinness and toast the sky. Well,
Toast the sky.
I'm wearing green and green.
Excuse me
And
while I
green,
toast
and
the
green.
sky.
We do our part there, folks. You can do it at home. Keep the spirit
Yeah. Make your home a place you like to be.
going. Wave that freak flag high. The orange, white, and green freak flag.
Peter says
hats.
Quinn's and Beacon is still open tonight. I bet they are.
Boy,
Quinn's does not
Plug
seem
it.
like a place that would close.
Quinn's, if they happen to have the stout there, could definitely make it a black velvet, and probably would, happily.
John, welcome.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us.
Just checking out with that. Okay,
All
yes,
right.
thank you, thank
Okay.
you. If anybody here would prefer to switch to YouTube, we are going live there as well. If you want to stay
Although,
here, please stay
I
here.
think the quality is pretty good on Facebook.
Yeah,
this
it's actually,
evening.
things have improved in that department lately. The equipment has kicked up, I'm just going to say that.
I don't want to get cocky, so knock on wood. The computer hasn't crashed this evening. That's an improvement over Tuesday where it crashed twice while we were live. Knocking on that wood again.
I'm just going to say that. In fact, we don't really need this window open, so I'm going to close it out of some precaution.
He closed my Spotify.
You'll get back to it.
I've become kind of a Spotify addict, actually.
I like the selection, and if the paid service offers you some really good things, and the free service is pretty huge. So, you know, I recommend to get on Spotify because our playlists go there, and if we're not being sponsored by a band, we're not playing a thing. So this is great for them, and this is great for us right now, but I do not have a steady stream of bands to play for you. But on Spotify, she can make an infinite number of playlists.
That's okay. I've started a new playlist. I'll be sharing it soon.
Oh, just you wait. Henry Higgins, just you wait.
I'm the only person I know practically who's not a DJ, but I just love making these playlists.
Which, yeah, I'll tell you, you're an excellent DJ. So
Oh, okay.
you don't have
Lisa
to do it.
noticed that Facebook's doing better today. I know.
Yeah.
Knock on some wood while you say that.
I
Because,
tell you. At least down the beer green, yeah.
I know. We should go.
I would try with this, but I got to get a lighter beer.
You know what? We could dye our bubbles or cider.
We could do that, sure.
We got food color.
We do. Or you could have like your bubbles with some creme de menthe. No, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh, well, that sounds awful.
Oh, God. You just
Oh.
gave me a chill at my spine.
Oh, that
thinking
sounds
about
awful.
that.
Speaking of terrible drinks, is it time to try something really awful?
No.
I've got some questionable things from the Mr. B over here, which are
All right, well,
probably prohibitionary
I'll let you
drinks.
try those. How about green Pinot Noir?
Green Pinot.
That's what Peter says. You know what? You could do a green Pinot Grigio.
Pinot Grigio. Pinot Gris. Sure. Let's see.
I feel like I should be doing a jig or a reel. I did not. He didn't tell me ahead of time that he was making questionable drinks.
This one is actually small, so if this is truly hideous, then not much ventured. Can you procure for me a small cocktail glass and ice it?
Sure. I have no idea what he has planned, but I'm sure it will be awful.
Yes.
So we are listening to, for those of you just joining us, we are listening to the Wild Irish Roses CD Full Bloom. Oh, this is going to be bad. I just saw what he brought over. Oh, no. Primo, hello. Oh,
Hey there.
I love you too, Primo. Aw, thank you.
Love you, Primo.
I love you, Primo.
Oh, yes, we do. This is a cocktail. I think somebody made this because the lineup of ingredients sounded right.
Ugh. Oh,
Bang.
this is going to be
Bang.
terrible.
Let me find the appropriate size. I think I've got.
I already hate it.
Do I have? Well, I think I've got something that's a 3/4 measure down here, which is exactly what I need. That sounds about
He just
right.
pulled tied with my least favorite ingredient behind the bar.
Hold on. Gotta tell you, I'm gonna bust this over here for just a moment.
Alright.
So this is something that Mr. B over here, and I really should check the vintage guide to see, because this is like circa 2 years ago. We have a guide from circa 1965, and see if this is in there. And if it is, I think this is a Prohibition era cocktail. AKA, it's what they had on hand and not good. So this is called the Tipperary. I thought that oh heck, you might as well try a sort of thing there, lad. And this is equal parts, which is a really bad sign that people were not thinking very much. Starts out with 3/4 of an ounce of Irish whiskey. Well, that's a pretty good place to start.
Okay.
You're good so far.
But I know what's coming.
You're blocking me as if, like, even my presence is making this horrible.
Vino Verde. There you go. Suze, hello. I am blocking you because I know what's coming.
So this is bad news, bad news, bad news. But we will try these things to see if
it's a terrible thing to do to that whiskey.
If by chance this thing is even remotely, Second thing is sweet vermouth. Now whiskey and sweet vermouth.
Still okay.
Makes a Manhattan.
Still okay.
Equal part. Not what I would do. But I'm even going to do this since this is a little cold. I can get this
Lisa
roll.
can't stand creme de menthe. That's okay. No sorry required.
No.
Because he's about to use my least favorite ingredient, which is actually not creme de menthe, but
but it's green.
But it's also green.
So far, Irish whiskey, sweet vermouth, right? It's an imbalanced Manhattan. Could be a lot better if you basically double the amount of the whiskey there, right? Now let's go off book entirely with a bottle that we use so seldom that it's nice and dusty. I'm not even going to disguise that. Another equal part, 3/4 ounce of green chartreuse. See, green, the wearing of the green, the drinking of the green.
No.
I just know this is going to be absolutely terrible.
I will try it.
I know it's a good waste of good booze. I probably shouldn't use that because who cares?
But I already hate it.
I actually don't have any cheap whiskey. Can you dump that in here, please?
I already hate it.
No, you don't like this. Can you place that on the fireplace?
I already hate it.
Here we go. Shake with ice. I like a good dare drink.
Chili, hello.
That is.
Chili's on the YouTubes. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Paul's making a drink that promises to be as awful as the Tinsaltini.
Yeah, and we didn't come up with this one, so I'm not taking credit.
Nope.
Because if I had come up with this one, I would have said, yeah, that's an extremely terrible
It's
idea.
not even green.
Oh, it's awful.
An ugly
awful beige.
Beige.
It's really, really hideous color.
Yeah, Sue says just whiskey works for me. Amen. Amen to that.
You don't have to try this unless...
Oh, I'm going to try it.
Go to town. And I'll be glad to taste it afterwards because...
My mind is open.
I made it.
My mind is open.
It actually makes a pretty full cocktail. I'm glad you gave me that instead of the smallest glass.
Andy, hello.
Hey there. There's a man who actually knows his way around a Mai Tai.
It smells
And
like
a fog
scented
cutter.
toilet paper,
And
which is what chartreuse does.
It smells like you. And a zombie.
Ugh.
Send it back. Quick. Get a nice belt of your snake bite there. You prefer being bitten by a snake?
No on the Tipperary.
You see,
Hell
it's a Tipperary
no.
because it's got Irish whiskey and something green. That doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Hell
You could
no.
just easily do this with green creme de menthe, and it would be a really, really bad idea.
That was disgusting.
But in the meantime, I will try this and see if this has any merit whatsoever.
Yes, Jilly, it's Rufino.
Yeah, Rufino, good idea. Now that's a good idea.
Yeah, Jilly was going to ask if we were in Tinsaltini.
Interestingly enough, equal parts of all the ingredients of all I'm getting is the chartreuse.
Yeah.
If you happen to say, oh, I happen to like chartreuse, you're probably okay with this thing.
We know people who like chartreuse.
Because...
I feel like giving them this bottle.
Yeah, because the vermouth in there is not competing with it or even supporting it, frankly, and I'm not really getting the whiskey. So any base you want in the green chartreuse, and away we go.
I think...
It's basically a terrible idea 10 ways from Wednesday.
Amy says, Kelly, you were so brave.
I told you.
Lisa's grimacing too. It's awful.
I told you didn't have to try it. Even the smell.
No, I
even
wanted
the smell is
to.
bad.
I will take it for the team, but I want to like anything we make. I really do. I don't want to waste good whiskey.
Listen, this is not a cheap bottle of hooch.
No.
Most
it
places,
was like $50.
Yeah, most places is about $65. We actually got a good price on this in New Hampshire at the Stady liquor store, and I think it was on sale. So finally, I said, okay, I'll drop like some money on a bottle of chartreuse, and I am not happy with this stuff.
It's
so I've got like
awful.
5-6 of a bottle of this stuff sitting around because I don't use it. And I wish that it were. It's an herbal liqueur. I use a lot of herbal liqueurs I like a lot. I'm not crazy about that stuff. One more time, and that's it. No.
No. Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Nope on the Tipperary.
If I want to use this again, I'm going to rinse it so I don't get that flavor either.
That's the thing. I always say I'm not a super taster. I'm not a person who can, have a little bit of something and say like, oh, well, that's, this or that. I can tell my favorites, but if you use even a drop of chartreuse in something, I'm like, nope, that's got chartreuse in it. Bill, hello. I always say, I don't know how to describe the taste of chartreuse if you haven't had it, except I say, I think it tastes like scented toilet paper smells. Kathy, hi. Which is a weird thing to say, but sometimes just like a smell reminds you of a taste or whatever. I taste chartreuse and I'm like, that tastes like scented toilet paper.
Take a topper of this just to really balance this. There we go. Thank you. It's, again,
so bad.
Ancient herbal liquor. A lot of things going on there. And I think there's a lot of things that I might reach for that will do the same thing and are similarly composed.
Love a Campari.
Oh, the Amari.
Yeah.
Please.
Any kind of Amaro. Awesome.
You want to stick to same country, Benedictine, for instance, I would do
Love
before
it.
that.
Love it.
It's got a very particular flavor. That some people really love or hate that.
I love it. Thank you, Chili. Chili likes my dress. Aw, thank you. I have to wear it a lot this week. And because there aren't lots of opportunities to wear it throughout the year. So.
Gotta use them when you got them.
Sunlight, hi!
Absolutely.
Not wearing green. That's okay. It's not St. Patrick's Day.
True.
Yet. It's St. Practice Day.
St. Practice Day.
Yeah.
Which apparently we have to do because all the parades are canceled. Wah!
We gotta up our home St. Patrick's Day games, everyone.
I know why. It appears to be a wise idea, and you certainly don't want what's going around. Let's just put it that way. Enough said. Not mentioning names.
Nope.
Because the robots are going to pinch us, and that would be the end of that. And in the meantime, we're still trying to promo the Wild Irish Roses for you.
We gotta up our home St. Patrick's Day game. I think we can do this.
Well, so far we've made 2 great beer cocktails, 1 excellent cocktail in a flute with the bubbly, and 1 truly hideous thing that should be buried in the backyard.
We have a dessert drink, but it's not time for that yet.
No. We have a little bit of time.
We have other things to make, but I'm still enjoying my snake bite.
Yeah, good thing. And I'm enjoying the black velvet. I would have either of these anytime, depending on availability of ingredients, but any pub worth its salt will have excellent Guinness fresh on tap.
Yes.
Of course. Not even strictly an Irish pub, Well, Irish pub, of course, but like a lot of great pubs will do it.
I was about to say, I guess I've been in pubs that haven't had Guinness, but I don't usually order Guinness, so I can't really say.
When they have it on tap, it is my go-tos. It is not my universal. It's not my favorite style of beer, but in terms of like a darker thing, like a porter, I would reach for a stout first, a nice dry stout. My favorite is still, in fact, a nice an American Pale Ale, aka an English Bitter. I think is a great thing.
See, I would do that before I would do a stout.
Yeah.
Personally.
You like a hoppy red ale?
I like or an IPA.
You like a hoppier?
I like an
pale ale.
IPA. Joan.
Oh, hello.
So okay, yes.
Good idea, right? So.
Yeah, I know, because I don't. He's the Irish one.
How about that?
I'm not actually Irish.
I've got the heritage.
But
it doesn't necessarily show, but no.
I know.
It's there. It's there.
Mediterranean-looking boy over there is a lot more Irish than I am.
Interesting.
But that's okay, because we need a reason to celebrate, right? Every day
you need a reason to celebrate.
Every day we need a reason to celebrate.
Every day you're still kicking around and doing what you do, and Ken, I think, is a good reason to celebrate.
Exactly.
Folks. I think we finally got our color scheme to work nicely too. We don't look excessively blue.
We turned up the
tonight.
lights.
Yeah.
I think it was a matter of turning up the lights,
Yeah.
actually.
It helps. It helps. Oh, it's dessert
Oh,
time.
it's always dessert time. We have an old chestnut for dessert drink tonight.
Ah, yes. The classics, the classics. The classics.
So, I'm thinking about these St. Patrick's Day drinks
Yes.
and wondering if we want to go off script a little bit.
Oh, sure.
My mind is working.
Are you composing?
My mind is composing. I have an idea, which might be horrible.
Well, I just made something horrible, so can you.
Oh, Lisa says he made an Irish stew with Guinness.
Hey, now
that sounds good.
An excellent idea.
Sounds really good, actually.
Beer as the fluid in your stew, always a good idea. Kind of
Yes.
doesn't matter what the beer is, and a nice hearty beer,
Absolutely.
more the merrier. My mother always used to make a kind of a beef stew with the beer. Apparently, it was one of my father's favorites, and she would just use like a light beer, and it would work fine. But whatever you got around, that's good. We'll get a 12-pack of beer, and there'll be like some very light lager, and I'll think, throw that in the stew.
Amy says, blech to IPAs, I'm bitter enough.
Enough of that. Well, I believe that your heritage takes you back to Bohemia, so you might be thinking Pilsner. Oh, I don't know. Get us with the corned beef. Excellent.
That's great.
Excellent idea.
Yeah.
The corned beef is a very Americanized product. I'm not so sure it's that well known there, but when you're an immigrant population and you come to the States and you're like, well, what's cheap because you've got no money? What's cheap is salt beef.
Exactly.
And
hello, Scott. Thank you for joining us.
And if you went to the delis, you would have found that, and you would have also found pastrami. So, preserved meat, but definitely. The bit with the cabbage, I think, is just because cabbage is cheap.
My mind is... Can you see the gears turning?
Turn, 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 turn,
In my
turn.
brain.
To every gear, turn, turn, turn.
To everything there is a gear. Turn, turn,
to everything,
turn.
to everything, there's a cocktail.
Turn, turn, turn.
There might be.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah, if you're thinking about it.
I'm
Well, thank
thinking. Oh yeah, thank you, Chili.
Yep.
I'm thinking of an idea,
I have an idea.
which
Those 4 words that they always think that they always dread. I have a plan.
sounds like it would be awful. I almost feel like making it and then telling you about it after, but I can't do that. I can't do that. That's not legit.
We reveal all on camera.
That's not legit. I have an idea, which might be horrible, or it might be really good.
You know,
It's a 50-50 shot right now.
Here's the kick. You're not going to make anything close to what I just made.
No, and I was about to say, it's
So-
not going to be nearly as bad as what he just made.
So
I'm
and I
gonna do
admit
it.
that I looked at that and said, that's going to be horrible, and I tried it, and it is.
I'm going to do that.
There's always a 5% chance that it's not, but no, that one is terrible.
And
Absolutely terrible.
I tried it. I tried it with an open mind. I wanted to like it. I always want to like it.
And I will certainly say, if you see a formula for a drink that's maybe 3 ingredients, and there's a base liquor that's like a 80 proof liquor, and it's equal parts of everything, I think you're in trouble.
Okay, Amy says my heritage is Czech and Irish.
Yeah,
So,
those are the
all
Guinness.
right.
There you go.
I like him.
Absolutely.
Half Irish boy.
There you go. Yeah. Come about it honestly. They came here, they worked hard, and
I don't wanna-
we just keep doing that. We
I
just
don't
keep
want
that
to
up.
slug down my snake bite, but it's almost gone. And then I will try my idea.
You can put it on the side and make something.
It's almost gone.
Okay, well then get rid of it. Well then down the hatch, lass.
I'm taking my time.
Oh well.
I got nowhere to be.
You know what I mean? I'm not going outside, I'll tell you
I'm
that.
gonna say, pretty soon we won't be able to leave the house, so...
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you should film that.
Ooh, stewed
Because that sounds-
dumplings, and she has a dark beer. Oh, that's Lori.
That sounds some kind of awesome. So yeah, do that.
I'm pretty sure
My
anything
request.
Lori's cooks is gonna be amazing.
She's got a whole show about it. Drop the
Tiki
link.
Rick,
Drop the link.
hello. Yep.
Well
Yep.
worth your time to watch Larice make good food.
Oh yeah.
But definitely. Okay, tonight we've had Tiki Rock. Here's the Tiki Rick.
Jennifer, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Woohoo!
All right.
Well, now we can start. Where have you been?
I've got an idea. it might be bad, but it won't be nearly as bad as what he just made.
You see, the reason I make a terrible drink is that everything else we make has to be better by comparison.
Phew.
Oh, here we go.
Move that along, please. All right, I have to go grab some ingredients. I'll be
Please.
right back.
I'll just vamp in the meantime. I'm actually going to take this off the bar just to keep things.
Did we use up all
Here.
the other tequila?
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay.
Time for Altos, I believe.
Altos.
You don't say. Quite definitely. Still enjoying this. A black velvet is a good idea anytime. You can make with any kind of bubbles. I'm not particular whether it's champagne, or French bubbly, Prosecco, Cava.
Champagne?
Well, champagne comes from champagne because we've got like Trader Joe's house brand bubbles.
Oh, Jennifer,
Are
running the food
French,
truck.
but they're not champagne. So we bear that in mind. But Cava, Moscato, like sparkly stuff, kind of dry. That's a territory you need. Easy. What else do you need?
Jennifer running the food truck. Work, work, work.
Hello.
Love it.
Oh, I know.
That's it. Shaking the cocktails. Work, work, work. I love it. Okay, so my idea starts with tequila. We're opening a new bottle, which we've had before, but it's been a while.
It's been a while since I've seen Altos.
Altos.
I don't think we get that locally. Or
It's hard
not
to
at a price.
find here, but we found a store that had it.
I remember seeing,
Picked up a bottle.
Didn't Altos sponsor that party
Yes,
in New Orleans?
at Tales of the Cocktail.
Tales of the Cocktail. Thank
Think
you.
about it for a second.
I had to think about it
Yes.
myself.
That was a great
back
party.
About 3 years. It
With
was
luchadors.
They had luchadores. I got a
That's
mask
fun.
out of it. It was really pretty cool. It was a great arena.
I need a shit.
And I tried the product. I'm like, this is an excellent tequila. So I recommend Altos. Usually to be found at a good price, in my experience.
This was a good price.
It was a good price.
Do you need to start the CD over?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay.
You notice that?
We are
So-
listening to the Wild Irish Roses. Full bloom.
Plug! Because
Right.
this is available for you. Check the comments up the list there. You can find the link to the Bandcamp to find the CD. If you don't want the CD, you can do the download. If you don't want the download, I don't know. I don't think there's anything else. So.
Lisa says the beauty of the bad drink is that you and your viewers know not to make it.
Not to
That's
make
looking
it.
at the bright side. That's called looking at the bright
Wait a
side.
minute. Let me actually. I got to back up here.
Restart it. Oh.
There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, this is a really dim-witted CD player where I can't actually just scroll right back to
Because
the top.
it's not a
of my
CD
phone.
player.
Yeah, a dim-witted DVD player in that case. Are
Right, there we
going?
go. Okay.
Are we going? Are we going? Thank you.
Yep, okay. Music started. Okay, so I'm
Back to
going to
Gary on.
start with an ounce of tequila. You may think, tequila for St. Patrick's Day, that's weird.
I don't know. Seems
But
like
you
a
know,
good idea to me.
many a year we've been in Mexico for St.
At
Patrick's
this exact
Day.
time of year. Like
So-
right now. So it's sensible to us. We just-
Not this year, sadly, but other years.
Yeah.
So
We have friends there now, actually. So
we have family
we
there
have
now.
family there now.
All right.
We'll have friends there soon. But yes, family's there now.
So an ounce of reposado tequila. Am I writing that down, please? And then I'm going to go back to
Don't
my
mind
Jameson cold brew.
Back to the cold brew.
Tequila and whiskey might crash the fabric of time and space,
Oh, I don't know.
but maybe not. And then there's still a lot of this left. Okay, I guess we haven't used that much of this.
That's the cold brew?
Yeah. And then
Very fond of that cold brew you are.
I'm going to add some Grand Marnier.
And I used it successfully in our previous broadcast, so I gotta say, it's really good stuff.
Half ounce Grand Marnier. And half ounce fresh lime juice. And then I'm going to shake that with ice. Oh, will that work?
What kind of glass do you need?
A cocktail, please.
Would you like a nice cold one?
Sure.
Why not?
Shake with ice. Drain into a cocktail glass. gonna leave some room in it. Right. And leave a little room because I'm gonna top it with my bubbles. Shuffle that along, please.
To buffalo, sure.
Top it with my Prosecco. All right. See what we think. I like it.
I bet I will.
I like it a lot.
See, describing that drink sounded good. Describing that thing that I made sounded bad.
Well, whiskey and tequila sounds weird, but it's whiskey with coffee, so...
Yeah, the coffee flavors actually complement the rest of that very well.
Phew!
Compliments the tequila. I'm definitely getting the
Phew,
tequila.
that was all right.
It was okay. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I did not think that would be bad. Look, you get 2 ounces base of 80 proof. Well, actually, no, that's 60 proof.
Yeah.
80 proof. So it's a little less than that. But 2 ounces base of liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And then ½ ounce of your liqueur, ½ ounce of your sour. Kind of hard to go wrong there.
I like it.
That's a classic right there.
All right. We are caught up.
Please. So
Okay.
the beauty of the good drink is that our viewers can listen and say, "Oh, I'd like to try that."
This one's good.
If you do not happen to have the cold brew, I think it's widely available. You can certainly pick up a bottle. If you would like tonight, you happen to have a bottle of standard Jameson, so you could always add just a little coffee, you know.
You could add some coffee liqueur.
Just a touch would be a good idea.
But I think the Grand Marnier is a good idea too. It's kind of a margarita with a little. Well, no, it's not really a margarita at all.
Well, actually,
it's the idea of a margarita if it was half whiskey and coffee.
Put
and
it this way:
add some Prosecco.
tequila, lime, and Marnier is a margarita, and you just cut. It is a margarita variation.
But it has coffee and it has bubbles.
Yes.
So.
Bubbles on a margarita is an excellent idea.
I agree.
You know, I frequently do top with beer. It's an excellent idea. A lighter beer is a good idea.
Well, you know what's exciting? Our mint is starting to come in.
Yes.
Which means Mai Tais.
Mai Tai season can't possibly be far behind.
Topped with bubbles.
Now that is an excellent idea.
Yep. Hopefully we'll be able to get to the liquor store still.
I'm not going to say I pioneered that or anything, but a lot of people find that a little unusual, and I find that the sort of thing that I would do every time.
It's so good.
I also think that if you're in a place and they serve you one and you say, "Gee, that's awfully tart," like maybe they have a premix and it's been sitting and there's a lot of lime get in there, then just give it a shot of bubbles. Give it a shot of Prosecco. Give it a shot of seltzer. It'll cut it a bit and it'll improve it. So that's just my opinion.
So good.
I also think that I will add bitters to a Mai Tai, and many people will not think of that, and I think I add bitters to a lot of cocktails. So.
There are so many drinks that benefit from a topper of bubbles, and some drinks that really don't.
What do you think?
I wouldn't do it to a martini.
No.
I don't think I would do it to a Manhattan either.
No. Because that's just it's a straight booze drink.
No.
It's already done.
But I think I would do it to a sidecar.
Any sour will benefit, I think.
Yep.
And I think the acidity plus the bubbles, they complement. So yeah.
I think you could do it to an old fashioned.
We'll have to try that sometime. That's a very simple thing.
I think you could do that, and I think it would be good.
That's really just whiskey cut with water and.
Amy says, and mojitos.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Oh yeah.
I think that would be great.
Well, mojito again.
That sort of reminds me of an Aperol spritz.
Yeah.
Actually
it does.
No, I mean, a mojito doesn't have Aperol, but it's in that same kind of family.
It just like conceptually.
Yeah.
Works the same way. Keep it sealed, unless you like the stuff. Oh.
If you have a bottle of chartreuse and you're enjoying it, go for it.
I tell you, like,
enjoy the crap out of that.
I'll tell you the reason we actually bought a bottle of chartreuse. The reason I was interested to get a bottle is because there was one drink in one of the classic books we have over there. Actually, it's a fairly contemporary book, but it was Forgotten Cocktails. And one of the drinks called for chartreuse and also called for Old Tom Gin. We didn't have and I said, I want to try this drink, and we tried that drink, and now I have done that drink and I don't ever need to do it again.
I want to say hi to Sue. And thank you. We will show more of our collections.
Yeah, sure.
Especially because we might be trapped in the house soon. So.
We'll be here for a while.
That's a great idea.
Well, like you were just saying,
we'll turn lemons into lemonade.
I will, and when you turn lemons into lemonade, add a shot of Jack Daniels and maybe a topper of bubbles, and you've got a nice little thing.
We will do that.
Try that out for size. It's a good thing. Like you were saying just earlier, it's like I think people are like, "I'm going stir crazy." It's like maybe if your house was a nicer place to be,
make your house a nice place to be, and
you wouldn't be so crazy.
Drive you nuts.
You know, all you need to do is step outside every once in a while, but then you'll be happy to come home.
Exactly. Oh. All right. Oh, yum. Yes. I don't want to give away chili, but
Yeah. And
but it's in the comments. So.
notes to Mother. I am working on those videos. We've been taking up a lot of things, including reviving the desktop machine. Just installed a new hard drive. It was some effort because certain products made by certain companies that I won't name are a pain in the neck to get into. Yeah, if you can see that.
But he got into it.
See that logo?
He got into it.
Yeah, I took my shiv to it. I got into it. And then I just installed the new part. The rest of it was kind of easy. Boy,
I feel like you're never supposed to see your computer opened. And twice I have seen computers completely opened on my dining room table.
Got it.
He just gets in there and fixes it.
These machines are not easy to open because they're not supposed to be opened. When it fails, you're supposed to throw it away and buy new. Wow, that just rubs me wrong. That would rub my ancestors wrong. All my grandparents would say, "What?" And not going to do that. You know, if dead is dead, you get hit by lightning, oh well. But if it's short of that, a new hard drive is obvious. Do it. The hi-fi we're listening to right now, the speakers were $5 and the amplifier was free. Sounds great to me. I'm doing it. And
tell them about our PA.
Oh, the PA.
Paul and I have a band. You may not know, but Paul and I have a band.
Got a little lounge combo.
We've been,
so we have a show.
We've been heavily all week.
And we have a great keyboard. Learning great sounds, and we've definitely been using that.
Yeah.
And I thought we needed to be able to sing through something, especially since you've just got a new little vocal device.
I do.
To help you out.
I do.
So I said, trying to bust out the microphone and the professional cables and put that all together, and you need a real PA. So I have a PA stack speaker that I found on the street.
I was about to say, where did you buy our PA, Paul?
And
I didn't.
I had an amplifier that I found on the street. And when that gave me trouble, I replaced it with an amp that somebody gave us. So basically we're $0 into that. We got that used for a very good price, about half price as a matter of fact. Had to buy one new cable. Microphone was part of a package deal years ago. We're finally using it properly. And you know what? It sounds really good. I'm really happy with that for rehearsal purposes. So
we're available for weddings,
bar mitzvahs, brisses, you know,
Christmas parties, Halloween parties, 4th of July parties,
personal St. Patrick's Day parties because you can't go to the parade,
graduations.
Mojitos would be good. I tell you, I'm not a really huge fan of mojitos.
I like mojitos,
but it's a good drink. It's a really good drink.
I enjoy a mojito.
I will absolutely say if I don't care that much for it, I don't like a food with cilantro either. Some people love it. So
he's opinionated. I love mojitos.
You know, I just think there are other things I would do that I like better. If you want a mojito, I'll make you one.
I think we could do mojitos in an upcoming live video.
I'm not a big fan of tomato juice, but I will definitely make you a Bloody Mary. And
I will make you a Bloody Mary, but I don't want to drink it.
It'll be good.
Nope.
People who love Bloody Marys love Bloody Marys a lot. It is a
thing about brunch drinks. You've got your Bloody Marys.
Brunch drink.
You've got your mojitos. I'll just mojito. Mimosas. Yeah, I'm good. Peter says, "Let me know if you need a guitar player." We will keep you.
Know.
Yeah, we will keep you right there on retainer.
Yeah, on call.
But anyway, we need some gigs.
One of these days we'll need a cameraman.
We need some gigs.
Yeah. We'll have to go soliciting such things. But we're working on some great numbers for you. Just worked up a great arrangement on a nice Black Flag song tonight. I'm not going to say which, but you'll probably hear it eventually.
Hire us while we're still affordable. Yeah, anyway.
So maybe it's time I come up with something else. I found something else in here, which is also, I was trying to find the Irish-related cocktails. And some of these looked pretty not great. I just made one of them. And this...
Are you going to do another horrible drink?
This one is questionable, but much less so.
Alright, well, I'm going to top up my really good drink. Could you shuffle this along, please?
Because this actually has much more reasonable proportions.
Right.
So I have more faith that this could be good. I think the combination of flavors is interesting. We will do the following. Go to that notebook.
For those of you just joining us, we are listening to the Wild Irish Roses Full Bloom. And if you are interested to order, which I think it's a great St. Patrick's Day musical selection, we have put the link in the comments. And get it on Bandcamp. Peter, it's interesting that you would mention Wasted.
You don't say. No TV party.
Oh, mint julep and Bellini. That sounds really good. I would love
really?
that. I would love that. I'm just reading Lisa's comment. Hilarious.
9 mojitos. Oh boy.
Ugh. We gotta do the whole punk rock catalog.
So here we go. This is something simply called the Irish Whiskey Cocktail. Now, Irish Whiskey Cocktail sounds like it's going to be basically an old-fashioned Irish whiskey and some sugar or maybe some lime. But this is a little different. And we're going to start with a...
It's a little different.
Shaker. One of my favorite shakers. I like a different one of these, though. There we go.
There's that word different again.
Different. Could you ice me, please?
Keep this open.
No, as a matter of fact, it's in the book. I just marked it so we know what it is.
Icing you.
This is just a Jameson Black Barrel. Jameson Standard. I'm not working the cold brew tonight. Well, unless I get inspired.
I did twice, so...
Yeah, we've worked it. It's really fun stuff. I like it. It does have a nice body.
It was a good purchase.
A really good coffee flavor. It's not overpowering. It's not sweet. We have some other coffee flavored things which are sweet, which work. I don't think that sweet would work in this context. So...
honestly, we have several really good coffee liqueurs. We have the Grind Espresso Shot. The Trader Vic's Cone Coffee is really good.
That's excellent.
Kahlua. I love a coffee liqueur.
Okay. Half teaspoon of triple sec. That's an interesting... So this
Use
is
the
really
Marnier.
added as a flavor. Yeah, that's what we got for triple. If I'm not mistaken, this is the original triple sec.
It's really more of a brandy, but...
Well, it's a liqueur. It's brandy based.
It's a brandy based liqueur.
Okay, that's not right.
That wasn't much.
No, it's not
I
much.
think that's going to get lost.
Designed as a dash. Also,
It's gonna get
a
lost.
half teaspoon of anisette. Now, I happen to have, I think this is absinthe.
We're
That's-
already on thin ice with Maine.
Yeah, that's quite a... So I'm going to be careful with that. Really, something like 6 drops is pretty good. Yeah, that's all I'm going to add.
My mind is open.
You notice I keep this in a very familiar looking bottle. Yeah, that cap actually does say McElhenney. It is hot sauce bottle.
Have we
But
listened to the band Nouveau Vague?
Perfect thing to put your anisette sort of thing in there. Because I want to add like 2 or 3 drops.
Amy's asking Nouveau Vague. I've heard of Nouveau Vague. Have we?
I've heard of the actual term. I haven't heard of the band though.
I feel like I don't think I have, but I've heard of them.
Okay. Another thing is a 1/4 ounce of maraschino liqueur. Now this is a real
Right.
peculiar combo.
We're back
so
on
far.
track.
Yep.
Back on
So
track.
I'm going to find this guy right here. This guy. Give me what looks like a 1/4 ounce.
Okay.
That's right. Back to sweet. Oh yeah.
I love this CD.
I love this song. That album, Desolation Boulevard, is just brilliant. Like, just great stuff. I got a thing for that glam stuff. There we go. Keeping it
Wow,
easy.
that bottle's feeling kind of empty.
This is getting low.
Is that our low bottle? Is our second bottle?
I think so. Uh-oh.
I don't want to go back to the supermarket. I got traumatized at the supermarket.
Yeah. You don't say.
All the
Good
people
reason.
panic buying.
Good reason for that. Interestingly enough, this
Freaks.
goes into a cocktail glass. I will use the other one of these guys. And the garnish, I think this is a really inane garnish. Do it.
I was with you until the olive.
Yeah. Oh, this is impossible to open now.
Gotta get the glue
Be
in.
back. Be back.
Hi, Julie. So, yeah. You also can't open jars anymore. I don't know what it is, but if it was just me, I'd say like, oh, okay, I don't have the hand strength, but anyone else have that issue? We have to go get the special device to open the jars. Anyway, he'll be back. Yeah, I love this. Julie says, is maraschino liqueur just the cherry juice after your jar has been in the fridge for a while?
No. But funny.
But that's funny.
Funny. There are two ways to get this thing done. There's a device which is basically a big wrench that'll do it,
Right.
or you can get this guy. And this guy pops the seal. If I can get under there.
You got it.
There we go. Real easy. I don't even know what
Although
this is
I'm not sure.
Jar pop.
I'm not sure I'm glad he did that because I'm not feeling an olive in this.
No, it's a really stupid idea. And we're
I
going
feel
with
like-
it, so you don't have to.
I feel like whoever came up with the olive in this drink didn't actually taste it.
Didn't actually put the olive in the drink.
They didn't taste it. They're just like, oh, what could we do? Like,
Could you-
oh, okay, that.
In fact, could you hand me a skewer? Because I want to skewer that olive.
Right behind you.
Oh, there we
In
go.
the troll.
Oh, excellent. Good idea. The troll delivers all. How about a green
Oh, and he grabbed the
skewer?
green one.
Haha.
Look at that.
There. That's how I can get rid of this very quickly. So far, this is not crazy. I think that the actual drink will be good. Drink with ice!
Oh, okay. Amy says, check them out. Loungy versions of. I have heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We might steal some arrangements from them.
It could happen. Borrowing.
I'm sorry, Barney.
All right, you were daring enough to try the one that you thought would be bad, and it was. This one I think will be good.
I'm gonna have some water. Clear my palate. My mind is open.
I'm open. I don't think it's a crazy lineup of ingredients for a drink.
All right. I just paid $15 for the.
Think about it.
Yuck.
Don't like it.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. It needs lime. It's too sweet.
Yeah, it does. I'll tell you, the olive is not ruining anything because
It's not the olive.
it's really subtle.
It's too sweet.
I think there's a bit of a slick on the top of this from the olive juice. You know, the brine.
Peter says,
trying
how
again.
about throwing on some Captain Beefheart? I wish we could do that, but we
Don't
would
want
get
that.
a copyright infringement.
That would be a
strike.
problem. The Van Vliet family has not actually granted us any kind of license. We'll put them on a playlist
Happy birthday, Julie!
anytime, and I can certainly recommend right off the bat 2 great Beefheart albums: Clear Spot, Strictly Personal,
Right.
and Idiot of the Week, Bat Chain Puller.
That was terrible
Also
too.
good. All right, so you know what? Then I'm going to take your
Add
advice
some lime.
and add some sour. I'm going to add a very specified amount of sour. I'm going to go from there. First of all, I'm going to start with about a 1/4 ounce.
Hi, Millie.
And see if this improves things immediately. Yeah, no sour. No sour. That's not a good place to be with a cocktail unless it's really simple. Martini
I love that
Manhattan.
you're stirring that with the skewer that has the olive.
That's what I had, right? Smart boy. Not quite there. All right.
That was a hot mess.
Okay, so this is more like another quarter, so make that a half ounce. Here we are taking what is a classic. Yeah, it's written in a book, so what? Maybe it's a terrible thing. That first one I made was. Now this had better proportions. It wasn't 1, 1, 1, 1. You know, this is what, 2 ounces of base, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. It's just adding flavorings to the base, but they didn't go far enough, I think. Give it a try.
That's a lot better.
It's improved.
I still don't like it, but it's a lot better.
So, not the worst thing we made, and not a terrible cocktail.
I could get it down
could go with
if I
it.
had to, but
I'm thinking I could goose those proportions a lot more than that. It was like the correct amount, possibly, of the
I
maraschino.
don't think it's the anisette. I don't know. Like, I think there's too much maraschino in it.
Maybe. The
Yeah.
anisette is just drops worth. It's really kind of varied, which makes you question why it's there.
Yeah.
And the amount of the Marnie I used, same thing.
Yeah. No, I think it's the maraschino.
I don't know
Ugh.
that this gives us any sort of a clue as to why this is.
That's
What it
why
is.
this is.
That basically it's sort of a random assortment of things thrown with Irish whiskey and an olive in a chilled cocktail glass. There is no sense of origin on this. I'm starting to think this is
You could get
Yeah.
it down if you had to.
and if you got something that's called Irish whiskey cocktail, adding something green to it seems to be sensible. Yeah, lime juice. Why not? Add that.
And
Add a
speaking of
slice of lime.
grain, the drinking the grain.
Do you have a concept? You're going to need some
I think it might be time for the
dessert?
adult shamrock shake.
Well, what the heck?
But I have an idea for a variation. I'll make a grasshopper, which is a classic
It is a classic.
dessert drink. Spice it up.
Well, now you need some kind of milky product, right?
I do, I need milk.
We have the almond milk. I can get some of that for you.
Yep, thank you. Okay, oh! I gotta plug in my phone. Hold on. Okay. Alright, hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh. The iPhone is a harsh mistress, I'll just say that. Hold on. Okay. So, on our shopping list, we had the green creme de menthe, the clear creme de cacao and milk, which I will do, which will give us a very desserty drink, the grasshopper, aka the adult shamrock shake. Just don't add Midori. Oh, people have stories of when they were younger and things they can't drink because, like, oh, I got so sick on that when I was younger. Mine's Midori.
For many
thank you.
people, it is the easiest thing that they could grab off of mom and dad's liquor shelf, which is peppermint schnapps. Oh, getting really too far gone on minty liqueur is a
Oh my gosh.
bad thing. Reminds me of a story I will not tell because it's actually pretty icky. But there was an experience on a train once,
Is it me
not
or
involving us.
is this blue? That's green creme de
And this light looks blue.
but it just looks blue.
It
to
looks
me.
it looks remarkably blue in this light. Oh, this looks
blue
blue
creme
too.
de menthe.
Okay. It looks green over here.
Oh, melon
I don't
ball.
know.
Mercy says melon ball.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh,
Oh, God.
oh. Let me move this over, give you some room.
Oh.
Not good, not good, not good, not good.
Okay.
I think its usual deployment is in those beach drinks in a very large beaker that is like an ounce of this, an ounce of this, an ounce of this, an ounce of that, a lot of rum, and no sour. So it's like this big, sickly sweet thing that's green. Oh, wow. So I'm being very sympathetic right now.
Oh. And then you would add a half ounce of cream or milk. This is full on blue.
It's kind of blue.
Why is our creme de menthe blue? Okay. So, when I'm not done, he didn't know he was doing this, but he happened to bring over vodka. I'm gonna bump a little bit. And I'm gonna add an ounce of vodka. This is so blue. Unintentionally blue. Why is our creme de menthe blue?
Why are all of our machines running out of... Well, I just plugged in, so we're good for a moment.
All right.
6%. Wow.
Pardon me. Getting ice.
We'll be good. The camera's good for hours. This is fantastically blue. This is like a blue Hawaiian.
It's so blue.
We're going to call this one the Blue Irishman.
I'm disturbed by how blue this is. It's supposed to be green.
What sort of container do you need for this item?
This cocktail glass.
Coming your way.
Please. Alright. That cream, so you're supposed to shake it.
You need to shake
heavily.
the creamy stuff pretty hard.
It's blue. Why is it blue?
Why?
It's so blue. Oh my god.
What happened? All right.
The blue.
You've heard of the Blue Hawaiian? Yeah, I think you got the Blue Irishman over here.
No, it's so blue.
The Blue Dubliner.
It tastes like a grasshopper, but it's blue.
Blue grasshopper.
That's so messed up.
I don't know. You know, food color may do strange things as it sits. As it sits. And I could get the green food coloring and add a drop, and this thing would turn aqua. It would turn the color of Caribbean water. And
so
then it's like the blue. Then it would be the blue Jamaican. It would just be weird.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. So okay, so normally your grasshopper would be 1/3 your green creme de menthe, 1/3 your clear creme de cocoa, 1/3 your cream, or half and half or milk. And then that's what you would do. Yeah, Peter says it's like the ocean. Only it's not supposed to be. Well, we added an ounce of vodka to bump up the alcohol content and make it a little less creamy, but it's so blue.
It is fantastically blue. And it was blue to start with? What happened? I'm looking at this bottle. What I got nothing.
I would just say,
sometimes these things happen, folks.
If I were, yeah, just oh my god, it's really good. It's just freaking blue.
Grasshoppers.
I don't know what to say. It's so blue.
Grasshoppers, that is locusts, are
pretty.
Usually green or tan. I'm looking at this saying this has to be a different insect. You know,
it's pretty.
This is
so weird. It tastes just like a grasshopper. It's just a full-on
scratch. Looks like
Looks
oh,
the
yeah.
Look at that.
Seriously,
It also looks like the yeah.
Yeah, you could sub a little cachaça in there, and you'd have a completely different drink, and that might be interesting.
It's really good. It's just so blue.
Tudo bem.
I have an idea.
It is not easy being. Wow.
It's not easy being blue.
This is like the color of Kermit when he's sick.
Right?
You gonna try it out?
Why not?
This.
Maybe it'll make it green again. It did get a little green.
I'm not so sure with the combination of milk and bubbly.
It didn't hurt it.
Okay, well that's a good idea. Yeah, true.
Didn't hurt it.
True. I
could
like. Earlier, sort of like a little. Back in the day, it was something where like, I want the ladies drink, and I think, well, I know a lot of guys that like these things too. So.
Oh, we know one guy in particular who it's his go-to drink.
My go-to drink.
So, yeah.
Well, but then again, you had Mary Tyler Moore show with Ted Knight's character there, like Crundleman Frappe. His go-to.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You can tell what kind of guy he was.
A guy who liked candy crumbs.
Ted Baxter.
Oh my gosh, it's good.
Oh, and Lisa likes
If
cachaça.
blue.
Well, I like cachaça.
Cachaça's great.
There's some really good brands, usually at the event in Lake George, the Ohana that we name check frequently. We will have cachaça Dave, distributor, and he has been hawking Novo Fogo.
Yep.
Really nice stuff.
Good one.
So I can put a thumbs up on that.
Yep.
And then there's Epioca. Epioca comes in a couple of varieties. There's a clear, which is a standard. And then the aged stuff is really nice. That comes in the bottle with all the cane around it. Yeah, so that's not that hard to find, really. You might have to have a decent Brazilian population in your town. We happen to have one not too far. So.
Okay, Lisa likes cachaça. Well,
yeah.
We have cachaça.
We do, in fact.
Maybe next week?
Maybe next week we could start mixing with. We're getting close to that time of year where you start thinking about beach drinks, and cachaça is a classic beach drink.
Yes.
You think of Rio, you think of Sao Paulo. That is one of the top liquors. No one is more shocked than me that this drink is blue.
It
is very, very extremely blue.
We have a whole YouTube. I'm going to add this. We have a whole YouTube playlist of blue and green drinks.
Yep. Hello.
Unintentionally blue. Crazy.
Interesting things happen when you. I tonight have made you something. I thought to myself, this will be terrible, and it was.
You made two that were terrible.
And I made a second one that I thought, this will not be terrible, and it wasn't. It wasn't great. We improved it, and I'm still not drinking it, so I gotta say, kind of not a good use of the good Irish booze.
Oh, Lisa loved Rio.
Oh,
Rio
hello.
by the Seal.
Well, it's just...
Peter says one more wine cocktail. Okay. All right.
Well, we have bubbles.
Still got some.
What could we do that would really be, Would you like a champagne flute?
Yes, please.
Coming your way.
All right. Do you mind getting rid of this?
Oh, waiter.
All of it. Thank you. I like the blue drink, but it could leave.
Bye.
it could go away. One more wine cocktail. Okay. The gears are turning. Oh! I have an idea.
Oh, good.
He's like, oh, good. All right. Pardon me while you gotta come back.
Oh,
because I gotta drop out.
I'll be right back.
I feel like only one of us should drop out at a time.
Yes, that's right.
Gives the place a vacant look. To quote Nick Charles in After the Thin Man.
Yep.
Gives the place a kind of vacant
Well,
look.
vacant look.
Pardon me.
And what if I do? Keeping things clean over here. We don't run a dirty bar, folks. And bars will get extraordinarily sticky extraordinarily
vodka over
quickly. Yep.
There's vodka over there.
But definitely. Yeah, vodka back here.
Alright. I got this.
Thinking about it. Okay.
I forgot
Yep.
there was vodka over here.
Yes.
Pardon me.
But definitely.
Okay.
So. One more wine.
One more wine cocktail. Alright. Is this gonna... Oh, I was about to say, is this gonna drip? Yep, it's gonna drip.
Yes, it will. And it did.
Let me start. Mind writing this down, please.
I don't mind at all. I need the book.
1 ounce of vodka.
There we go.
Thank you. All right, 1 ounce of vodka. And then I'm going to add still St. Practice Day.
The practice day.
Not St. Patrick's Day, St. Practice Day.
Yeah, practice makes prefect.
Oh, I got it. We had a little of this cold brew.
There we go with the cold
We
brew
bought
again.
it. We spent the money. So 1 ounce vodka,
I do recommend this stuff. It's got a really
Half
nice flavor
ounce.
and profile.
Jameson cold brew. I know it sounds weird, but the vodka is giving it a neutral flavor, so this coffee won't be so weird. And then I'm going to add little cassis.
I'm just going to note that that sounds like the first thing you made.
Now that had
Cold brew the cassis and the lime.
no, but this one has vodka.
Oh, okay. Very good.
So I'm not done. He's trying to check me, but
Check it before you wreck it.
1/4 ounce of the creme de cassis, and then I'm not done. 1/4 ounce of the creme de coco. I don't swear this is going to be good. Orange bitters. Four dashes of orange bitters. And then I want to fill. I might want to add lime. I'm not going to lie, but I'm going to fill with my chilled Prosecco. Oh, that's good. Okay, Lisa says, oh, Marcy said, I've got to make another run. The total wine for that Jameson. Yes! Well, I think when he told me his name was Tickle Me when I heard his name, he was a good bartender, though. I know. Well,
What happened when you tickled him?
that's what happens when you name a Muppet after real people.
These things happen. What do you
It's
think?
really good, but I think I will add a little splash of lime.
I think it's a good idea.
Yep. Splash of lime. Fresh lime juice.
Really perks up so many things.
4 ounce fresh lime juice.
Bit of a stir.
Yep. Now, how much would you pay?
Oh, $5.
Oh, I love it.
Made it happen.
Yep.
That's the thing.
All right.
Initially, you're
Another
like,
wine
it's a
cocktail.
little sweet. You
was
cut
a
that with
little
lime. Done deal.
But you
Great
know,
little thing.
bubbles will overcome sweet. It's like rock, paper, scissors. Bubbles overcome sweet.
Boom. Boom. It's a good thing.
So good.
Well, we've had some fantastic stuff tonight.
Yes.
I gave you one absolutely terrible cocktail. One.
No, two. let's be fair, 2 absolutely terrible cocktails.
The second was not absolutely terrible.
It was awful.
It improved, and it was okay, but it wasn't terrible. The first one, forget it.
Lisa says I get free drinks.
Drain cleaner. Just saying on that one. And I gave you 2 great classic beer cocktails with the Guinness. I still recommend the Guinness draft cans because you get that big pressurized nitrogen that gives you that big foam on top. Kind of critical when you're pouring the classic stout. Just saying.
Yes.
That's how it's done. You gave us some great things with bubbles here tonight. And the Jameson cold brew was in serious evidence, I gotta say.
Yeah, go grab that. Brave a trip to the liquor store. Just do it.
Wear gloves.
Wash your hands.
Blah, 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 whatever you need to do. I'm not going to give you medical advice. If you want to stay home and have this stuff sent to you, does your liquor store do that? That would be a fine idea.
For overnight shipping. If you're one of them high rollers, you could pay for overnight
Have them
shipping.
leave it on the step and then slip it out of the slot, slip the money out of the slot in an envelope, Pay with a credit card, whatever.
As you can see, we're prepared for this.
Always thinking.
But anyway.
People are going crazy over things like Joel. Just saying.
Yeah.
Food. You got good food. You got good bar snacks.
Floating widget.
Just thinking about those things. The widget is great. I've seen that in other beers too. There's other tall cans that do the widget, and it just I don't know how they contain that amount of nitrogen, but you pop it, bang, is that a solution right into the beer, and it gives it that foamy head. I was like, wow, it's an amazing little device. It's an excellent idea.
Stealing it, you must like it.
Maybe I do. Yeah, what I made last is over there. So I'm not a really big fan.
Oh my gosh, so much drain cleaner tonight.
Well, sometimes you try things and they're not great. I gotta say, not an excellent deployment of Irish whiskey. Somebody had a bad idea. It's captured in here, and somebody decided to reprint it.
You know what?
I do not malign this book. This is a fantastic volume of great things. A lot of great new things in this edition of it.
I'm about to make an executive decision because I'm the HBIC. I will not be sharing those terrible recipes with our Patreon patrons.
No need.
If you want them, we have some Patreon patrons here. If you want those bad recipes, let me know and I'll send them to you. But otherwise, I'm not going to put them on there. They were horrible. You don't want to make them.
Starring them so you don't have
But
to.
if you do want to, let me know and I will send them to you.
I'm thinking of the last thing I made that looked bad and was bad, and I kind of forget.
Shudder.
I'll always remember something called You Never Know, which was terrible.
Well, I love that you never know. You do know it's bad.
You do know. It's terrible. You know from looking at the list of ingredients that these things don't go together. Don't be stupid.
Might as well stay home and drink rubbing alcohol. It's bad.
Oh.
It's bad.
But like Amy says, love some bubbles. Bubbles go with so many things. So many things.
Oh.
And you know what? They've got those cans of bubbles now. I forget the company that's really hawking that.
I think that's Martini and Rossi, right? No, Underwood.
Underwood does the cans of bubbles.
Yeah.
We had some of those at Ohana once. I thought it was great. 10 of bubbles. That's exactly what I wanted at that point in time. And if you think, oh, I want to add something to that, sure.
You know what? Martini and Rossi has the little 4-pack of the tiny little bottles.
The tiny little split, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are kind of fun.
Yeah.
You just want little bubbles, pour in your glass, away you go.
Me.
Single serving
knowing
size.
About all these cheapo bubbles. There must be a niche for me here.
I tell you. But great stuff all around.
Yes.
This has been St. Patrick's Day Part 2. We got you a lot of fun stuff.
We are listening to, grab it, Wild
Irish Roses.
Full Bloom.
For real.
We dropped the link a couple, you know what, I'll drop it again.
One more time. One more time.
I'll drop it again.
For the fans. You can find yourself a compact disc if you do such things. Why do you do such things these days? You can grab a download if you like. There's probably other ways to get it. You can probably get it streaming if you pay for certain services.
Wait.
But I believe
Right,
this
yeah.
is their second
There we
full-length
go. Okay.
release. It is a very recent release. It's been featured on radio.
Yes.
Great fun stuff. You've been listening to it.
Perfect for St. Patrick's Day.
You listen, you like it.
And if you are staying home for St. Patrick's Day, as many of us will be,
You might need to.
it's a great soundtrack.
I think you all need to. So,
Oh, Marcy's making a list for Ohana.
Oh.
Did you say Tiny Bubbles?
ah.
Thinking it hard.
I think I will, in fact, have some cans of bubbles at Ohana, provided we get there. But we're going to do it. And there are definitely going to be cans of Tiny Bubbles that say,
Everyone
on the
just
can,
think
old
healthy.
man.
Think
That will happen.
healthy.
So,
Think healthy. Be healthy.
hey, like Frosty,
Stay home.
like Frosty the Snowman. Think healthy. Think healthy.
Think healthy. Be healthy. Stay home. Make your home a place you want to be.
Work from home if you can. I
Work
can.
from home if you can. Online ordering. Those are my 2 words for the evening. Online ordering.
Yes.
I ordered laundry detergent and chocolate.
We got the chocolates already.
We got 2 of the food groups right there.
Bingo, 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 bingo. So, be fun.
Uh,
Hey,
Good night, Jilly.
any bitters in that? No. But you could.
You definitely could.
Couldn't hurt.
Yep.
Couldn't hurt.
Yep.
Definitely. So glad to see you all here. We will
Yes.
see you again in 1 week with question mark. Well, we'll get to that.
We might go live before then.
Situations are evolving. If I'm still, I may be home next week as well, and we'll see what happens. That actually begs a lot of live episodes. If you see the notice, tune in, check us out. Any questions, drop them in the comments. It is fantastic to see you here in our home.
Yes. Yes.
We're very thankful to have you on a weekly basis. So,
Yes, we are. And thank you for being here. Stay home. I'm not going to say wash your hands. That feels condescending. I know you're washing your
of course, wash
hands.
your hands.
You're washing your hands, so I'm not going to say that to you. I'll just say stay home.
You're washing your hands because you're not barbarians.
Stay home. If you want something, order it online.
Yep.
And we will.
See you soon.
Good night.
Yoink.